Thank you. My name is Kevin Wilson. I'm a small business owner, husband, and father of 2. I've seen firsthand the effects of the recession that we've all been struggling through. Up until recently, I owned 2 restaurants. Due in large part to the effects of the recession, with consumers watching every dime they spend, I had to shutter one restaurant and tell 15 people that they were out of work. These are not 15 nameless, faceless people. These were good, hard-working people, and it was with great difficulty that I had to tell them that they would have to rely on unemployment insurance until they could find another job. Speaker Boehner's so-called Plan B aims to gut programs like this that everyday Americans rely on to survive these difficult times. Plan B is an affront to these hardworking members of our community, and it is a boon to millionaires. Plan B hurts the underemployed and the near poor. Plan B raises taxes on middle-income earners throughout the country. And while Plan B manages to hurt the majority of Americans, it manages to give, in effect, millionaires an average tax cut of $50,000. Plan B is an insidious joke, and it must be rejected as such. Furthermore, if Congress cannot reach an agreement to avoid the fiscal cliff, I fear a return to an economic recession. With tax rates increasing across the board on January 1st, I fear that my customers will have less money to spend in my one remaining restaurant. With the payroll tax holiday expiring, my employees, my wife, myself, and everyone standing here, I presume, will have a smaller paycheck. Trying to make ends meet is difficult enough. John Boehner and Eric Cantor want to play politics with our livelihoods as they kowtow to the wealthiest Americans. They want to hold our future ability to provide for our families hostage in order to provide continuing tax cuts to the top 2%, the wealthiest people in this country. That is simply unacceptable. While it is absolutely time to allow the marginal tax rates for millionaires to return to Clinton-era levels, we must also provide for some cuts in spending. And the proposals put forward by Speaker Boehner cut at the very fabric that makes this country great, at the social safety net that protects us all. The Obama administration has come more than halfway through compromise, and it is time for Eric Cantor and John Boehner to stop their attacks on the middle class and working poor. They talk endlessly about jobs, while they propose measures that threaten small businesses. They compromise my ability to expand and employ more people. The recklessness, deceit, and willful negligence of Wall Street and the wealthiest Americans that caused the Great Recession in 2008 need not be rewarded with continued preferential treatment and tax cuts. It is time for the 2% to contribute their fair share in order for all Americans to prosper.